I'm going to keep this video short and simple. My contacts experiment started out pretty badly. I had to switch to a different type of contacts, and that's gone much better. And so contacts are still on, problems have been solved there, and I'm just wearing glasses because it's almost bedtime. If you're in a situation where you are living in a car and thinking about doing contacts, it's really easy. Go for it. I got word last week that my refund from trying to go to truck driving school, but the school closed, that is on its way. And so I should be getting that within the next few weeks, something like that. And I've been looking at my options for finding a new truck driving school. There aren't a ton of truck driving schools in my area, so when I started looking at my options, most of the truck driving schools were booked months out, and so I couldn't get in a reasonable amount of time. I thought about signing up with a mega carrier because I figured even after 3 months I can switch companies and go get a large bonus, which would easily pay off the mega carrier. There's a lot of sign-on bonuses going on right now, so it seemed like a good plan. Kind of glad it didn't work out, but the mega carriers mostly don't hire from Washington State, apparently. And that's because our Department of Licensing has a lot of strict requirements on giving people Washington State truck driving licenses. It's a lot of requirements on instruction and classroom time and things like that that most of the mega carriers don't want to follow. And also, the mega carriers would have to have their instructors certified in Washington State for them to be able to actually get me my CDL. So that didn't work out. Totally okay with that. I was looking around at my other options a little bit further out for truck driving school, so I decided to go down the list of the Department of Licensing's list of certified truck driving schools in Washington State, and I found one. It's way up north, close to the Canadian border. That's totally fine. I called them up, and apparently they offer a really interesting program where it's rolling admissions because they are very flexible about how they teach. They get really great reviews as well. So I'm not too worried about any of that. But the advantage for me is that I can do the classroom portion, but they have found a way where they can do that remotely. And so that's what I'm doing. For the month of December, I'm going to be working through the classroom portion of truck driving school. And then at the end of that month, which will put me out past Christmas, then I'm going to go up there and spend as much time as I can driving trucks and doing all the stuff that I have to do in person. And they will sign you up for a time to go up there and do whatever in-person stuff that you have to do. And so it's all very flexible. I just have to finish it within 6 months, but my math says I should be done by the end of January, if not a little bit sooner. So that's really awesome. The other advantage for me is that they're set up so that they have payment plans, basically, where you pay, like, I think it's $1,000 right at the beginning of the course, and then at the halfway point of the course, then you owe half of the rest of the tuition, and then at the very end, right before you go and take your CDL test, you owe them the rest of the money, and you're all paid off. That works perfectly for me. I actually have been saving up money for the last couple of months, just because I can, so I can actually easily afford this, no problem. And once that check comes in from the state to refund me from my tuition for the last school, we will be all set. So it's all awesome. But that means I'm going to be really busy for the next couple of weeks. So probably won't be posting quite as much as usual because I'm just going to be busy working and doing classroom work to get my CDL. The plan is once I finish my CDL, I've decided that I'm going to actually do flatbed over the road if I can, if the pay is there. And right now, from what I'm seeing, the pay is definitely there. And I've actually been talking to a lot of the companies that I could potentially be working for because I was trying to get them to train me. So that's great news. I'm going to do that instead of LTL or just local deliveries. Because I want to see more of the country, it will give me an opportunity to save up money a little bit faster. Even though the pay might be a little bit less, my overall cost of living will also be significantly lower. So I think it's worth it to go over the road, and flatbed will get me out of the truck and stay active. So that's my thinking, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do once I'm out of truck driving school. So anyways, I'm really excited for the next month, month and a half. I'll keep you guys updated on how things are going, and I think this is a really good way of making money and going out exploring and paying off as much debt as possible. So I think I can get all of my activities aligned here, all my interests aligned, and get my budget looking much better. So this is all really awesome, and I'm really excited.